Good afternoon. Thank you to OIS. My name is Sally Tucker, and I am the Senior Vice President, Head of Clinical Development for Opus Genetics. These are our disclosures and forward-looking statements. We are an early-stage biotech company focusing on developing therapies for the treatment of inherited retinal disease. We have our first program that I'm going to be presenting results from today that we have recruited and treated 3 adult patients for. We've also recruited and treated 3 adolescent patients, and we're expecting to release that data later this year. Our second program, BEST, we're in startup for. We're expecting to treat the first patients this year and look forward to releasing early data in 2026. In addition, we have a number of other programs that we're looking to bring to the clinic in 2026 and beyond. And we have a phentolamine asset, which we have a commercial partnership with, and we have approval for its use in the reversal of pharmacological-induced mydriasis, and completing our studies to get approval for its use in presbyopia and decreased visual acuity under low lighting conditions. Our LCA5 program is our first gene therapy program that's in clinic. It's a first-in-human open-label study where AAV8 vector is delivered to the photoreceptors via subretinal injection. It is a non-randomized single-ascending dose escalation study with 3 different doses, and I'm presenting the 1-year results from the first 3 adult patients. The visual acuity data shows an improvement in visual acuity over time that's sustained out to 12 months. And when comparing the treated eye to the non-treated eye, it revealed a 0.3 logMAR improvement in visual acuity, which is the equivalent of 3 lines. MLOMT is a virtual reality mobility course. It not only assesses how well patients work through the mobility course, but it also necessitates them to identify objects that they see. The first patient was our sentinel patient. This patient had a profound visual acuity loss at consent, and they actually weren't able to complete the course prior to treatment. Following treatment, they had a mild improvement in their object recognition and were able to navigate through the course. For the second 2 adult patients, not only did they have an improvement in how they navigated through the course, but they also had a significant improvement in the number of objects that they recognized. Similarly, FST testing revealed an increase in retinal sensitivity, and when comparing between the 2 eyes, on average, there was a 0.7 log better sensitivity in the treated eye compared to the non-treated eye. There were no observed dose-limiting toxicities. All adverse events were anticipated, mild and unrelated to treatment, and all of them resolved. We have, since completing the recruitment and oversight of the adult patients, we've recruited 3 adolescent patients, and we're expecting to release this data later this year. The study is supported by the FDA Office of Orphan Drug Products, and what's important to note is that we received RMAT designation from the early results seen with the 3 adult patients. In the case that this is repeated in seeing similar efficacy signals in our adolescent patients, it will enable us an accelerated clinical development program for BLA approval for the product. And moving to our phentolamine asset, first of all, our presbyopia study. We have completed the pivotal trials for this. This study met all of its primary and secondary endpoints, and we have plans to submit an application to the FDA later this year. And for decreased visual acuity under low lighting conditions, we've conducted and completed our first pivotal trial, which again met its primary endpoints. We are starting the second pivotal trial, and we expect to release data in the early part of next year. Thank you.